Ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports World Cup Honor of Kings Midseason Invitational. And we are down to our final game of the day. That is going to be between LGD Gaming and Vitality. And LGD is the defending champions for the Season 2 Invitational, and they are looking to cement their part in history in the Honor of Kings scene as they look to take another one of those favorites to win this entire thing as well.
That's so true, but of course Team Vitality will not be wanting to be left off of that one, because a while ago they showcased what they can do. Even though there's some adjustment in their roster, pretty sure they can surprise us with some of their plays that they have prepared for us. So this is a pretty exciting last series for tonight, and I do hope you guys will not miss this. And of course, do make sure you guys share your comments and opinion as to what you think it is for our team. So make sure when you're posting on social media, you include the hashtag HoKX EWC2024 for us to be able to hear you or see what you say, because apart from sharing your thoughts, you will get a chance to win some permanent skin as well.
Absolutely. Be a part of this. Be a part of the EWC. Be a part of history here as we are making it a awesome affair. We close out the day with LGD Gaming against Vitality. LGD, of course, coming off a hot streak in the Season 2 Invitational. Almost undefeated. Only took 5 games for them to win the entire thing towards the end against, of course, Team Secret. But this is another ball game. This is a bigger tournament, much more at stake for them, and they just need to perform once more to try and take this win.
That's true. A while ago during the commercial, we saw the interview on Team Vitality. Like they said already, they're speaking a lot of different languages. Well, they're like 3 Chinese members, but then again, they have to find a common language that they can use. But for the meantime, let's take a look at LGD Gaming on a win streak so far right now in their group with Siyang, Musang King, Zihong, JR, and Je. With this lineup, let's see how are they going to be going this up against Team Vitality. But what are your thoughts between these players that we have in LGD Gaming?
LGD, they have so much skill and potential. Musang King, an absolute beast in the jungle lane. He's carried his entire team on his shoulders, not once, not twice, but many times in different matchups, even against VKS, even against the strongest Honor of Kings teams right now internationally. So he is someone to look out for. He's who I will be looking out for, and who I will be looking to shut down, in fact, if it comes down to a very more targeted ban and pick. So I expect to see a lot of his signature heroes banned out. But let's take a look at Team Vitality. This is Nighty, Shanks, Highland, Benji, and CT Boy. They made a incredible comeback against the side of VKS. So they are in a very good shape to make it to the top 8.
That's so true. I mean, one proof is, of course, when they won up against the match against Vivo Kid Stars a while ago, for sure. I mean, it was quite a long break that they had from the first, the first few series that we've got, and they have to regain back their momentum. But for sure, they were able to see how the other teams are actually playing. They were able to even see how LGD played up against Kagendra a while ago on Stream A, and this for sure is something that Vitality is now prepared for this last series.
Let's take a look at what the audience thinks for this matchup. These are what the audience have been voting for both teams in stcplay.gg. It's 64% to LGD and 36% to Vitality. That's a very interesting stat line. Like, I would expect more for the side of LGD, but maybe Vitality, with how they performed against VKS, they've been making more fans for themselves, which is great.
Yeah, that's so true. It's like for you, it's already like 60-40, right? We rounded up a little bit, so yeah, so it's like close to being 50-50 for sure. But yeah, lots of expectations in here for LGD, but there will be no wonder if it's so case Team Vitality gets a win up against LGD. We'll just have to find out, because again, their focus up against VKS a while ago is also just as impressive.
Absolutely. It was definitely something that they will remember forever. It was one of their better performances I've seen so far. Definitely has made a fan out of me in terms of how they played, and their resilience as well. Definitely something to commend for that team. But hey, this is one final game for the day for both these teams. like you said, it's been a long wait there for Vitality. Hopefully they haven't lost too much of their tempo, their adrenaline. They have to get that back up. But LGD is well rested. They just have been on a tear in their group as a whole. So this is another chance for them to showcase their dominance.
That's true. Maybe that's why they're called Team Vitality as well.
Plenty
They definitely are very much. They have a lot of endurance to actually go for that one. But yeah, we head into our drafting phase. No Agra, no Arlie. Surprisingly, for the first time. Not really for the first time, but mostly because this Ogren is actually seen being picked. But yeah, for these two teams, they just want to respect this one out because this is looking scary. But for the meantime, we can see the Dolia being open. I wonder if this is going to be a priority by other teams. But yeah, Dolia, Jumfei, Mai Shiranui is also available.
Yep, Mai will be picked up there along with the Long for the side of LGD. So very aggressive opening here for the Malaysian squad, while Vitality is going for a little bit more of sustain. The Leah is great. We might see a Yu Huan being picked up here to pair along with the Leah. We might see the usual Elaine that is the common sort of combo that you play with the Leah. Of course, no Ogren to play with the Delia, so I'm not gonna have that option, but still plenty of different compositions you can play around Delia.
For sure, and with Byron as well as the Lady Gen being locked in already, they do have the way to engage and disengage. Dolia could actually focus the reset as well. Onto either of this team, I'm going to be more leaning towards the Lady Gen, at least to set up the team fights as well, because we might expect the Byron going for the flanks. Depending as well, though, who is going to be the roamer on the side of LG. Do take note, though, that Jangfei is still available, but they're going to be going on for a Motsu roamer.
The Motsu, obviously, this is a much better role for him. Playing in the support role would be what I feel like is the natural position for that hero. He does a lot of poke, he is decently tanky, but not really suitable towards the mid. So they're gonna play him in the support, which is great. But right now they're lacking a true frontline. They're lacking someone to play in front. For LGD, there is still plenty of Clash as well as jungle heroes left in the pool. The Dun is still available if they want some form of a faster jungler, but they could go for something else completely as well.
That's so true. At the same time, though, I mean, there's just like way too much folks to deal with this Motsu and Mai Shiranui combo in here. You can just like die in an instant. Now we can see a lot of farm laners getting banned out as well. The Renji, which actually have won a match from a while ago. HoE as well, BB banned out. Your question is answered. Dune is actually in here to at least sustain and frontline for the side of LDG and catch up on the damage. We do know that the Dune is actually, just has a lot of way to actually survive. Even maybe can 1v4 a team fight, given the fact that he has the itemization and farm that he needs.
Absolutely, he is definitely someone a hero that you have to plan and look out for. But for Vitality, they need their jungler as well as their marksman. So, Prince of Lanling again? 2 in 1 day? That is not something you would expect to see.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is a balance of early and late game. Prince of Lanling for the early stages of the game for Vitality. But Lady Soon onto the late game to secure them. But at the same time, though, what I worry about this one is that their lack of damage onto the late game. Because, again, it's like, okay, we're talking about more than 10-minute game time. Prince of Lanling will be like mostly like just a source of vision, a source of way to, just to detect where the opponents are. And I worry about the late game of Vitality in here because, again, they will be lacking it. It's like Prince of Lanling is just gonna be a display later on as a source. It's like a ward, something like that.
Yes, he's just there for the vision. He's just there to open things up, make sure that his team gets the information they need to take a good fight. So yeah, I mean the Lady Sun Lanling is interesting. You don't really see these heroes paired up together, if at all. Mostly because you don't see much from Prince of Lanling. But hey, it will be interesting to see if it works out. But on the other side, LGD has picked up a very single target focused lineup. They have not much team fight, but a lot of single target focus with the likes of the Mai Shiranui and as well as the Moses. So a lot of single target there. Let's see how it works out in this game.
That's true. I mean, I think in terms of the playstyle, the Prince of Landing just gotta be very careful in trying to go for a gank on the long. As again, if this is well guarded by the Mai Shiranui and Motsu hiding in the bushes, it could just like be disaster. You know, it could be a not so fun Prince of Landing. But then again, it will definitely be the execution that will matter. We'll just have to find out. Again, so much. I love the front line in here coming from the side of LGD. They balance it out, even with the Motsu roamer. At least there goes the Dun as well as the Dharma.
Yep, absolutely. This mid lane though is going to be looking like it should go towards the favor of Vitality. I mean, they've got plenty of sustain and wave clear with the Dalia as well as the Lady Zen, but you know that allows Mai Shiranui to rotate very early on, having the match, having the wave clear with alongside with the Moses. So trying to find some things to get done early on, but it's gonna be rather passive. You know, you got these heroes. Oh, I say passive, then they start engaging on towards Benji, who takes half his health points away already.
And look at this aggressive poke plays coming from the Motsu and Mai Shiranui. This is what we're looking for into their lineup. And I think they're executing it so far so well into these early stages of the game. You don't really want the Dolia to actually frontline for our Lady Sun, for Shanks. At least just take down her life. Yes, she's got the heal, but it's not much. You have to wait for the late game for Benji to get the, you know, much more heals coming from the Dolia.
Yeah, the Dolia is going to be important to keep Benji in his bottom lane. This is the harass from JR on the long is something that watch out for. Mid lane, CT Boy rotating in. Zihong gets the notice on his head to back off, and he does exactly just that. Not gonna get any pickoffs here for CT Boy. It's not the easiest of heroes to play. Bottom lane, Shanks dropping very low. First blood going towards the way of JR on that long. Long is a bit low. He has to watch out. He has his ultimate though, so he can pop off anytime. But Mai Shiranui, Zihong misses the skill. Couldn't get the kill. And Benji will be able to stay alive in this lane. But no, Zihong hungry, going for more. One more, gets the kill, backs off.
Again, this is what we're talking about. Cannon blast here and there. And of course, the Mai Shiranui chase, the pokes as well, the punches, the air punches that our Mai Shiranui has been trying. There is no way for Shanks in here to just... Even if they try to go under the tower, they're just going to be diving them in with this play. They don't have to be a tanky front line in there as well, because they have the range and the poke advantage too. So I think for Vitality, they really have to wait for the late game to happen. But at the same time, if they can do, like get the power spike for CT Boy and finish the game as early as possible. So don't really have to wait for that moment wherein the Prince of Landling is rather useless already.
Yeah, they have to think about all of that and more, because this game is being taken ahead there by the side of LGD. Zihong has been really active across the map. The Musang King is ready to go. He's almost level 8. That's where we see him really start to harass and invade the enemy jungles. Meanwhile, Vitality, they're still trying to get a footing in this game. CT Boy hasn't really been able to do much around the map yet. Only 2,000 net worth on him. He's the top net worth of his team. Does have... is making his way towards the Axe of Torment, but still needs a couple of more items before he's really able to just burst someone down by his own.
Just quite unfortunate too. I mean, CT Boy is having a tough time on finding the ganks that he needs, but for the meantime, we see this 1v1 tussle up going on top, and the rest of the backup coming in as well. Look at the damage coming from Mai Shiranui. It will do connect, and 90 will fall down. Really nice Chohi Satsu play coming from Mai Shiranui in there, coming from Zihong, and they do have the opportunity to even taking this down. Ooh, Lady Jen is actually going to go for that fight. Will be able to secure the kill. Backup coming from the Dolia as well. They will not the kill, but they will be able to save the tower.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a silver lining there, but obviously it's not a great start for them at the moment here for the side of Vitality. They are losing the grip in the early game, which is not great, especially because you picked up this Prince of Landling on the CT Boy. JR in some trouble. He has his ultimate though. He's not going to be in any danger as long as he has that ready to go, and he will use that just to back off. CT Boy, another failed attempt once again.
That's so true. Infinite fastness just to save the life of Long, just to save himself. But then again, that would also mean they don't have anything to make use of that in case team fight so happens. But anyway, Vitality wasn't there in the map, and I think that was like I mean, these are the times where counter objectives could have happened.
Yep.
But no. But for the meantime, look at this one. Zihong almost to death. Fortunately, not enough damage as of yet coming from CT Boy in there. Even the crit not there as of yet. Will still be able to survive.
City Boy, again, another missed out kill. Couldn't get that in time, but here 90 is gonna fall once again towards Musang King. 2 kills already on towards this Dun, and this is where we usually see the Dun start ramping up the pressure, start really poking and harassing CT Boy towards the backline. JR spots him out. Musang King still in the front lines though. He is a very meaty boy and they can't reach to where he's standing. They have to back off. This tier 1 tower mid in some trouble, but the Azure Golem will be the first one to fall before anything else. Oh, Zhong.
That is so true. But meantime in here, look at what CT Boy is doing here. Fortunately, Zhong is actually quite mobile. Will still be able to survive. For the meantime, going solo is Jet already onto the mid. So much loss, but look at the damage coming from JR, just killing off the leading Highland in the map. And while that is happening, I mean, we can see Shang spending a lot of time into the bottom lane trying to take down the tower, but this is a very fast mid-game tower take coming from LGD. We're not yet even done because CT Boy in here just caught the rest of the members of Team LGD in here. Will be able to get Zhong. Yes, he will, but he will also fall down onto the hands of Musang King. A 1-for-1 trade in there, but so far all going in favor of LGD because the tower take that they have gotten from the top side.
That was, you know, classic LGD playing super aggressive. CT Boy did manage to get his first kill, and that was on towards Zhong, but he did pay with his life, so not going to be able to extend the lead at the moment here. It is still 4,000 net worth lead for the side of LGD, and they are going to continue ramping up the pressure. It's not even 8 minutes, but they are looking for their next fight.
That's so true, and as you can see, Shanks in here, no other choice. He definitely cannot stay into the bot. No tower is there. He needs to rotate together with the team, but I think there is some cost. They cannot definitely engage in this one. They are not really built into that. They are built to go, but look at that engage that we're actually looking for. Really nice play coming from Siang in there. They will kill off the lady soon. He will get off the map. Siang, with being the sacrificial lamb in there, will fall down. But then again, the tower is their main objective, despite 2 members falling down from the side of LGD.
Yeah, that's just LGD's bread and butter. Super aggressive, engaging when you don't expect them to. And sure, they picked up Shanks, but you know, Siang as well as Zhong did fall. So at least they picked off one and got the tower. So all in all, LGD not gonna be worrying too much about those 2 deaths. But let's take a look at that engage again. Instantly burst down Shanks, knowing that he is their 1 win condition. And meanwhile, Zhong got caught out there by CT Boy towards the side. But hey, you know, LGD is not gonna be phased by that. They're not gonna slow down their gameplay. They're not gonna slow down their tempo. They wanna keep going. They wanna keep fighting. As long as they have the lead, they will always keep pushing forward.
That's true. This is them just stopping Shanks to going online and not even allowing a City Boy to get the farm that he needs. I mean, a while ago we were looking for and hoping for a gang, but that did not so happen. Now it is turning into a moment where City Boy is turning into a vision, a walking award for the side of Vitality. But well, let's see though if he'll be able to actually get a poke or a pick off rather from the side of LGD. But seems like that will not happen because automatically the leader in the map is a Shanks and a tower take as well. 2 objectives right off the bat from the side of LGD, and they're not even stopping as they want more. Look at Siang trying to get a pick off fight. They're getting slowed down by Highland with all of the slows and CCs, but then again, will there be even further chase? Shields here and there. CT Boy will be able to get a target. There's just a lot of members still actually pretty tanky. Infinite of Vastness has been used by the Long, trying to get 2 members. Will they be actually be taken down? Look at the damage output coming from him. Highland is super low, and he will fall down. And City Boy could not do anything right now, even though he's trying to flank from the back line.
LGD, you thought they were retreating, you thought they were running away, but surprise, surprise, they go back straight for the KO, they pick off Highland, and you know, the lead, it's almost 8,000 right now. It's looking terrible here for Vitality. They weren't able to clean things up. Everybody was low from the side of LGD, but the number advantage as well as the lead just did not go in their favor. So LGD, they have one lane already. If they are able to get this Tyrant and the next Overlord as well, they should be able to push up towards the high ground and end this game. This is the timing that LGD is looking for. Tyrant going down. Can they get an engaged? CT Boy towards the back line. Musang King knows where he is, but towards the back line, HoK in trouble. The shield keeps alive for the moment, but down goes 90. They're going for more. Lady Zen in trouble. Xiang gets another kill on towards Benji. They will lose the Lady Zen as well, as it's going to be 3 heroes down for the side of Vitality, and that is all LGD needs to end this game right now. Once the bottom creep waves arrive, they will push and end their misery here for Vitality. But can the Lady Sun do anything? CT Boy towards the backline. He spots out Xiang. Xiang pushes him back, knocks him out before he takes the fight. And that's going to be an instant kill. LGD, my oh my. That is classic textbook LGD with the aggressive plays. Absolutely beautiful.
Very aggressive play in the day. I mean, they have a mix of a balance of poke and engage. Poke in the form of the Midseason and the Matsu Dun, as well as the Dharma, especially, I mean, Dharma with the surprise attacks, the surprise setups, and Dun's like baiting the rest of the members of Team Vitality in there to proc their skills. So I think we have come to a point where, like, during the draft, when we were talking about it, okay, we don't want this to go into the late game, because again, this could be this a vision, a walking vision on the side of Vitality, and that happened. He was trying to find the moment where he could pick off targets, but he can't enter because he will just fall down. And at the same time, we did not come into a point wherein Lady Soon gets the farm that she needs. You know, no critical damage, not that so much, because LGD do know that they really need to finish this as soon as possible before even the Lady Soon will go on.
And you know, LGD has been known to end games fast in the Season 2 Invitationals. They had the record of one of the fastest games of the entire tournament, and this game is to no exception as well. And they were pretty much hungry to win as well, because if they take this victory, they are mathematically secured in the playoffs. And you know, we've never expected less from the defending champions of the Honor of Kings Invitational Series, and they are looking as strong as ever.
That's so true, and right now they're definitely dominating. Here we can see the plays we're in most of the time again. Prince of Lanling will try to go for the pickoff, but because again he's an assassin, he don't really have that sustain in him, but just a burst. But at the same time, with the composition that LGD has, he just can't make it. He just cannot find. He finds the right target, but most of this time, this right target is just like, okay, this is well protected with the Midseason, with the Dun and Matsu as well, so it's kind of tricky for him. He even tried to go for that cross map play, or you know, just cutting off the minion waves to stop the pressure coming from the opponent, but it was quite still unsuccessful.
Yeah, it is hard. I mean, playing the Prince of Lanling in any sort of situation is never great. You know that you're always reliant on your early game performance, and if you falter just even a little bit, your hero just falls off really quickly, and it is a tough performance there by CT Boy. You know, we've seen him really do well with the Musashi, but this game was just not for him, or maybe not just not for that hero that they needed to pick up there. It just was too hard to play into that entire lineup from the side of LGD.
Yeah, that's true. And again, it's either this into the late game, into the early game, you don't have the Lady Sun yet, because again, no source of damage. Like you're fighting 4v5. But if it comes into the late game, this time you don't have the Prince of Lanling, because you will only be mostly relying on to the Lady Sun damage, and the Prince of Lanling is like, okay, there's no more member, it's just like source of vision. But then again, it is what it is. Now we take a look at the updated points that we have here for each group. So run us through this, Zero.
Yep. And with that win, LGD pretty much secures their spot in the playoffs. Seeding wise, of course, it's unconfirmed as of yet, but they are off to the playoffs. So is the KPL Dream Team with a 3-0 win. Team Secret, Vitality, VKS still fighting for a chance, Impunity as well. Kagendra, they are in dangerous waters right now. But there's plenty of matches happening tomorrow. But let's take a look at the plays that all these teams were able to do and perform today. This was a fantastic performance from a lot of these teams. A lot of surprises, I would say, in fact, Kaisaya. What was your favorite match of the day?
Oh, I have a lot, but I think one thing I would always remember is the slows, the setup coming from a Sunbin from a while ago. But looking at the matchups in here, we can actually see a lot of play coming from Impunity, or rather VKS in here. When this was actually this is the first series that we had a while ago, wherein they actually pulled off a really good play with their composition. And this is another one with Weibo and as well as Sloops. Very interesting game as well. This is when Weibo actually finished the game really fast as well.
Yeah, that was this was a really fast-paced gameplay there. And meanwhile, let's take a look at this. Was Impunity, the reverse kill, the double reverse kill there from Impunity, really just outplayed. So from Team Secret, outplaying Impunity there and really set themselves up for a very strong mid-game. And Weibo Gaming versus All Gamers Global was very interesting as well. Both teams very evenly matched, but so many good plays from so many good teams today, and it only makes me excited for more happening tomorrow.
That's true. And not only that, the thoughts about, okay, is this Arlie really that of a scary pick already, right? Or is this something that we can actually work now? It proves to us that, okay, she can definitely work around depending on the composition. But yeah, let's take a look at the schedule for tomorrow. Since you're currently watching on Stream B, these are the matches you will be expecting. Like we have the matches between Boom, Falcon, we do have Team Secret, VKS as well. And basically it's a mix of matches between these two groups. So you must actually watch on towards the statistics as well that is up on the HoK camp, but do as well make sure follow all the social media pages of Honor of Kings Global Esports to make sure you are stay up to date.
Plenty of matches happening tomorrow. You don't want to miss any of it, because this is history in the making. This is the Honor of Kings mid-season invitational, and all these teams, they are fighting for a huge chunk of prize pool as well as glory. A lot of Esports World Cup club points are in the running to be won as well, and we know that Falcons wants to keep up their lead in this tournament, but they might be overtaken here because they do not look like the strongest team in the tournament so far. But hey, tomorrow's a new day for Falcons. They might be able to come back and find an opening to get some points for their squad. But hey, in terms of club points, they are still leading very comfortably on top. It's just whether they're going to be able to continue on the lead as we head on to more matches there tomorrow for the Honor of Kings mid-season tournament.
Yeah, same time, same place. You guys got nowhere to go. I think this is the right way to spend closing on to the weekend. It's very an exciting moment for Honor of Kings fans and supporters. So make sure you do not want to miss this one out, because like you said, we're building history, and this is the start of the history. We're building great storylines between these teams, between these players.
Yep, absolutely. It is. That's gonna be all for us today here, Kaisaya. We're gonna see each other and more tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go back, get some rest, because more action will be happening tomorrow right here.